This is about hip hop, man. All right, this is our boys, this is our folks, and we trying to get to the business of the culture. All right, we trying to set some truths in place because we got a hip hop museum about to open up.
What?
In the Bronx, New York City, 2026. And we want to be the motherfucking ipso facto, you know what I mean, last word on this culture of hip hop.
Right.
So, I mean, we can't have all this sideways shit going on. We got to get to some kind of conclusions and make some kind of agreements among the elders and among the participants of this culture about what's real and what's not, what's what. Because once we're gone, people are going to start making shit up.
Yeah, they're trying to make shit up now.
Yeah. While we're here.
Yeah, like
while we're here.
That's a perfect segue.
Vernon got something to say.
Perfect segue. What I was saying was how it may be obvious that hip hop is currently under attack and how they're making space for other genres of music to supersede it, like country music.
That's right. Now I remember. He sent me an email. He was talking about how, like you said, hip hop is under attack, and by different forces that are trying to take the attention away into other things.
Trying to take our title,
music, for example. Title being one.
I'm saying that they're trying to take hip hop's title.
Yeah.
We got the title right now.
These DSPs, you know what I mean? That you know what I mean? Are supposedly the streaming services that are lessening the value of our songs from like whatever they was $1.99 to like 0.000 percent, and all. And there's an all-out assault on trying to disseminate the culture and take it into different directions. Does anybody see that?
Yeah, it's been like that. Money, but it was we had control over it when they had to go buy the records. When they had to go buy the records and go buy the stuff, when that streaming came along, they deaded that shit. They started pumping more money into that shit, and the youngins that really could barely rap was getting hit with millions. And the standards left. That's gone.
True. I think that had more to do with people's independence and being able to make music on their own and not need a record company to just put out music randomly and get put it on Spotify or whatever these DSPs. I think that's what lessened the value of songs in themselves. I mean, if you put out an album, that shit costs $14.99 or $15.99, and you getting 10% off that album, then you getting 10% of $16, man. If you put out a motherfucking record and you getting 0.07.7, you know what I mean? Yeah. What the fuck is that?
But I look at hip hop like a house. You got that one room that if you in that room, you there. You got it. You on top. If you in that room, but it could be 8 other rooms in that house. But if you in that one room, you got skill.
Well, if you using that analogy, it must be a fucking mansion, all right?
Definitely.
There's so many rooms, nigga, and there's only one room that you gonna be all right in.
Yeah.
All right? That's like you in a Diddy party, nigga. That room, don't fuck with that room. You know what I mean? In one sensibility, that's the room to be in. And another sensibility, stay the fuck out of that room. All right? And we talking about a bunch of rooms, and there should be opportunities in more rooms. There should be more fucking rooms. All right? And you pile everybody in one room and say, well, if you want to get in this room, you know what I mean? And then it takes on a whole sense, another sensibility.
Now is a country record, right? Yep. Where them fans at? Ain't that a country record? Boots on the ground.
Yeah. I just one of the hottest records out right now. And as far as
I don't know that's
the general public,
it's like R&B.
Yeah, I think the older black generation. You know, the line dance kind of generation. The people who like the Cupid slide, the electric slide. They was like, oh shit, a new one. Where them fans at? So they went that. But as far as like the world, a lot of times we generalize things. We think because our community or because the dome or umbrella that we're under, we feel like everybody feels the same way. No. There's a whole fucking world out there who don't know what the fuck we talking about right now.
Have no clue. No clue.
There's a lot of people, I don't care who you mention, the biggest artists in the fucking world, mention them somewhere, and there's somebody who'll be like, huh?
Who?
Look, there was a post and of the girl who spoke out for I forgot the girl's name. Who she was winning an award recently, and she spoke out against the violence against Mexicans and deportation. So somebody had commented, when was the last time that a Hispanic artist said something or posted something about BLM, about Black Lives? So I didn't really know. So I just looked, I just Googled it, and so many names came up. I felt so fucked up because these are all huge Latin artists that are selling millions of records, and I had never heard of none of them. Yeah. So it just goes to your point that we be so isolated in our little corners that we don't know what's going on in other places.
Exactly. There's people who they could shit on the biggest hip hop artists right now. There's fucking DJs out here that make more money than some of the biggest hip hop artists. You just don't know about them. They out here. There's soccer players that's way bigger than LeBron James.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but you ain't into soccer, so you don't give a fuck, and you don't know. You don't live in Brazil or motherfucking Argentina where that matters most.
Right.
So it's all about, in this bubble that we in, that we, keep ourselves in. You got to look outside. The culture is way bigger than what the fuck is going on right in front of our face.